explanation on Jesus saying that the Godhead bodily was within him. Okay, so let's clarify. Jesus didn't say that. That was actually Paul talking about him. So in Colossians chapter 1, Paul starts his letter to the church in Colossae with the foundation of our faith. The foundation of our faith is who God is. The foundation of our faith is who is Christ. Christ is the one in whom we have our faith. He's the one in whom we put our hope. And so for us to understand our own faith, we have to understand who he is. And so talking about Jesus, starting in verse 15, he says, he is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. So calling him the image means he's the visible part of God. He's the part that can be seen. And calling him the firstborn, that's not saying he was made. That's a title for inheritance. He is the son of the Father. Those are the roles they chose. So when he took on flesh and became a man, he died and then rose from the dead. He inherited everything that belongs to God. And when we share in his death and resurrection, we become joint heirs because we're adopted, as John tells us in his first chapter. For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him. So whatever you can think of, God made it or allowed it to be made. It's as simple as that. There's not a government on the planet that he doesn't oversee or allow to exist. And there's not a thing that you can see or think of that he didn't already create. Now, what about all the evil stuff? Remember, evil's not a substance. It's a lack of godliness. We don't blame the light for creating a shadow. We blame the object that blocks the light. God created a perfect system and man is the one that corrupts it. And God will allow some corruption to bring about his end result he wants, which is always for our good, those of us who love him. But he made all things for his own pleasure. He wanted to make you. You're not a mistake. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. So he's the preeminent one. He's the one who comes first in line because he's God. And nothing exists without his wanting it to exist. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, and that in everything he might be preeminent. So saying he's the beginning, he's the word that spoke, let there be light. God came first. Firstborn from the dead, again, a title, the prime inheritor, the one who inherited everything. He was not the first one to come back from the dead, but he is first place among all those who did, or will. And he alone is the head of the church. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell. Wasn't forced. All of God wanted to be inside of his body. He is God the Son, fully God. And through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, making peace by the blood of his cross. He reconciled everything, all creation, all of us who choose him. Everything will have peace with God through what he did on the cross. Either now or later, it's going to happen. Hope that helps.